fun begins.
How's it going?
Hello.
Well,
Greetings, young Jedi.
hello there.
Hey everyone, Hybrid here, and I am at Motor City Comic Con, a convention that I've gone to many times, and I've enjoyed every time. Today, I'm only getting four autographs, 3 different people. I'm getting 2 from Alan Tudyk. I'm a big Firefly fan, and I do like Star Wars, believe it or not. So I'm going to be getting a K2SO autograph from him, and then a Hoban Washburn from Firefly. They have a Firefly reunion going on, which is a show that I love very much. They have Gina Torres, they have Sean Maher, so there's going to be 3 signed Funkos and a signed Black Series, which is a good time. Gonna walk around a little bit. Budget was better before I left on my way here, but I made some stops, and I'm generally glad I did, because I found the Ezra Microgalaxy A-Wing Chase, which I'm really amped about. So, excuse me. But I'm very excited. We are going to take a walk around and see what there is to see. Probably not going to be here all day because it's about 4 hours to home, and I'm not staying the night. And I left this morning, so I'm already tired. So let's go make the most of it. So you know me and my perpetual car brakes. Let me show you the haul. I'm dropping a couple of things off here. So I've got 2 of my Firefly autographs so far, Sean Maher and Gina Torres, and both of them were really, really nice. So for those of you that have been around a little bit, you know me and my Nana are particularly close, and every week I go to her house at least once, and we get a little dinner, and we watch some shows together, and she has good taste. She likes Star Wars and Marvel and all the stuff that we probably like if you're watching me. And we came to a realization a month back or so that she's never seen Firefly, so I've gotten a very recent rewatch in me, and my Nana, when she watches stuff, if she has a thought, she just says it. And so, you know, I've been sharing some of the stories, and they all think that they're really nice. So we've had some very fun conversations. So now I'm just waiting for Alan Tudyk. So his line is crazy, but they are trying to manage it a little bit, and they are handing out these like tickets, and you just come back when they call out numbers within that range. That way it's not just a crazy line all day, and you can go and shop around and then come back, and that's really cool. So I like that they are trying something there. And yeah, that's it so far. We're about due for the Firefly trio photo op, because I am getting a photo of all 3 of them in it, so that's gonna be fun. One other thing, when I get home, I'll try to remember to show, I over-prepped my paint pen, and it dropped a drop of paint when she went to start writing, and because it's not anywhere in any of the writing, I'm going to show you how to save that. It's just going to be a Q-tip and some rubbing alcohol, but we will get that off and not ruin anything. It's nice that it's not touching the writing. She was like, I'll work around it. So, but yeah, very amped on these. I'm liking the yellow, so satisfied. Let's get back inside and get back to the con. took a lunch break. We're away from the convention. We're letting some of the crowds die down, because they usually do by about 4. And I saw a Target I wanted to hit, so let's turn it into an impromptu toy hunt. Here they have some of the $35 G.I. Joe police officers. These are probably going to happen at some point, but I think I'm going to play clearance chicken. It's not a line I collect, and if I get them, I get them. If I don't, I don't. It's kind of where I am on them ultimately. But otherwise, some kind of the common ones I've been seeing a lot, and Captain America and Spider-Man you see everywhere else. Star Wars is a little picked over with a bunch of TIE Reapers and Tidariums, one of the Anakin Evolution packs, and then they have every flavor of Krennic and a bunch of ISB agents, so nothing to talk about, and all the bomb Vindens that no one wants, so very standard stuff here. One little detour later, let's get back to the con. Let's get these Alan Tudyk autographs and take another lap before we call it a day. So, it has been a long day at Motor City Con, and I did just stop and grab 2 sandwiches from the Grand Diner, a favorite restaurant of mine and my mom's. She couldn't make it here tonight, so I'm bringing her a very late dinner. Might be lunch tomorrow. Who knows what we're going to have. But I've got a long way ahead of me. I need to stop and pick up some washer fluid, and I figured, why not pick a Walmart or something? And then I figured, man, why not see what Ross has going on, since it's a not near home Ross. Let's see if RossCon has hit Westland, Michigan. On the hanging pegs, I'm not seeing anything super drawing to me. I do see a lot of these Simpsons figures. Garrett was looking at those last week. I guess they're starting to hit Ross pretty good. On the main shelves, we are going to have to be diligent because they are stacked up, and they are stacked up deep. Sam Bam the Hedge Ham. There we go. Not seeing anything too eye-catching in here otherwise. Got some Transformers. Transformers are always cool. They're not really my thing, but they're someone's thing. Got all the Pokermans. Hey, the Luigi version of the spin-out Mario Kart. So there you go. It's not just Mario. Yep. Nothing is catching me right here, but let's go see what they have going on by the registers. No toys at the registers here. That was a little underwhelming. Let's see if our luck changes at Walmart. And let's see what's going on here. A whole bunch of nothing, I bet. A whole bunch of 501st Clone and Armored Commandos. Got a V-Wing, a Defender, a V-19, a V-19. Ooh. Shoot. A third one of these in one day, huh? I don't know if Tommy needs that or not. But a Chase A-Wing, and I found 2 this morning because I like to keep one in the box and then open one. Oh, let's do it. Let's pick it up. I'll give it to Tommy, and if he doesn't need it, then we'll use it for a giveaway or a trade or something. But seen a lot of TIE Defenders lately, but not that Chase. That's interesting. Quench your thirst, my interstellar wagon. All right, I'm home, and this is the haul, so I'm just going to run through a brief little recap as we go through our items. So, on my way to the convention, I hit a Walmart in Toledo, and I actually found 2 of the Micro Galaxy Ezra A-Wing chases. And I was really, really excited about those, and I picked them up, and the day actually soured immediately. I wanted a little bit of cash for walking around the convention, and when I was checking out at Walmart, I was like, hey, give me $100 cash back when I swiped my card. And I don't know, I'm an idiot. I just, I never ever do that. And so, it was like, okay, here's your receipt. Don't forget your bag. Have a good day, and so I turn and I start to walk away. I make it about to the door, and then I realize, oh crap, I never grabbed that cash. I turn around, I come back less than a minute. It was gone. They pulled a tape for me. They said I was just off the frame. It hadn't even been 10 seconds. Someone grabbed it and walked away. So, yeah, I started the day strong. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something I'm going to bully myself over for a while. But it is what it is. Anyway, from there, went off to the con and just tried to make the most of my day. And I got in, and I wanted my 3 main autographs, being Sean Maher, Gina Torres, and Alan Tudyk. And I'm totally blanking on names. I'm tired. But Sean Maher, he didn't have much of a line, so I got right into his line. And I got my Funko Pop of Simon Tam from Firefly signed. If you haven't seen Firefly, it's a show I highly recommend. It's a very well done science fiction. It's from the early 2000s. It was a 1-season thing. It had 12 or 13 episodes and then a movie afterwards to conclude it. It's one of Nathan Fillion's bigger breakout roles. It's just aged very well. And it's just really cool that they did this little Firefly reunion at Motor City Con right after a new wave of Firefly Funkos dropped, which is hella convenient. And they've done Firefly Funkos before, but they never did Simon. So even though he's a main character and kind of the main side plot of the story revolves around him and his sister, and him and his sister finally have Funkos, which is cool. But it was really fun meeting him, and we talked a little bit. I talked a little bit to everyone about me and my Nana just recently watched Firefly. I like to watch a lot of TV with her. I go over once or twice a week and sit with her for a bit, and we just put on a show and order in some dinner from somewhere, and I make sure things in the house are going good. And it was our very recent show, and she really liked it, and she says funny stuff when she's watching, so I shared some stories with everyone. They thought it was good. And from there, I went and I got Gina Torres's line, who again was just really, really awesome, was really friendly, and I got my Zoe Washburn Funko signed. And at the very end, I'll show you. I overprimed my paint pen a little bit, and so she picked it up and it dribbled a little bit right there. And she was like, "Oh," she was like, "What do we do?" And I was like, "Yeah, just leave it, and I'll come back." So I'll show you how to fix that afterwards. But it came out really nice, and she was really nice, and I really liked meeting her. Then I went to go and get in Alan Tudyk's line, and it was full, and I was like, is there an overflow? When do we come back? And they were handing out tickets, and they were like, hey, come back when your number on this ticket's in range. And I was like, okay, well, that's going to be a little while anyway, so it is what it is. I went and I started walking the vendor floor a bit. I stopped at the Motor City Con merch booth, and I got the November logo magnet, which is really cool. I do like this one a lot, and I'm a sucker for a fridge magnet. Then it was time I did the pro photo op with the 3 Firefly members that were there. All of them were awesome. Still waiting on Alan at that point. And so I get my photo op. I walk around a little bit, and I'm like, man, he was going to be at photos for a little while after that. My ticket wasn't anywhere near the batch. I was like, okay, I'm going to get some lunch at the Grand Diner, which is an excellent restaurant down the road from the Suburban Showplace. And I had a great sandwich there, and so good. A sandwich so nice, I ate it twice because I went back later for another. But they know us in there. They know me and my mom because we go in every time for this con, and we always make sure to be very nice to everyone and tell them how much we love it there, because we do. It's a great restaurant. So after the Grand Diner, I went back, and I was like, hey, I'm just gonna, I hit a Target, and then I went back, and then I was like, hey, I'm gonna go see what the line is for Alan. for Alan. And I went and I got in Alan's line. My ticket was the perfect number. There was like 20 people ahead of me. I got through, and I was able to get my Firefly Funko and my K2SO because he does the motion capture and voice for K2SO. I didn't even ask for quotes, but we talked for a good minute. He was a really, really nice guy, and heard my stories and shared his own stories, and it was just really fun. And while we were talking, he just started writing stuff. So I'm a leaf on the wind on my Funko, which is awesome. I love that quote. And then Cassian said I had to on K2SO, which is one of K2's many, 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 many awesome quotes. So I was very happy that he chose that one. I was just going to be content with signatures this go around, and Alan definitely likes to make it a grand old time. You see, he's excitable. From there, I dipped, and I was like, hey, I'm like 4 hours from home. Let's see what Ross is like here. It sucked. And then I found another Ezra A-Wing chase over there. So my rules with Micro Galaxy chases, I like to have an open one. I like to have one on card. If I only find one, I keep it on card until I get lucky and find a second one. I don't always do that, and I'd rather it be on card than loose. So I don't need a third, but like I said on the toy hunt, like I'm going to see if Bliss Transmissions wants it. Otherwise, I got some other friends that collect the line. It will go to someone else other than me. I don't hoard the chases or anything. But it was just really cool to see 3 in one day. Other than that, the haul's a little light because I lost my budget at Walmart on the way to the con, but I made the most of it. We're just trying to do the best that we can here, and I had a fun time. And I always love Motor City Con. I really got to praise it immensely. I go to a lot of conventions. If you are going for a convention that is highly collectible based, this con has a vendor floor. There's some good stuff there. But if you're really wanting to go and buy some Star Wars toys, you need to go to ICCC in Nashville. And that's why I go to ICCC in Nashville. But Motor City Con is like the best option in the Midwest, in my opinion, for being a big non-franchised con. It's not a Galaxy Con or a Fan Expo, but they really do get some awesome names. This spring, I met Jeremy Renner and Bill Nye the Science Guy there. The winter shows, the November shows, I've always noticed are a little bit lighter. Not bad, but I've noticed they really bring the heat in the spring. And I really, really have enjoyed every Motor City Con I've been to. I've never had a bad time. I think the very first one I went to, I was a little underwhelmed back in like 2019 or 20, but then I kind of like gave it another shot and I liked it, if memory serves. But Motor City Con nowadays is definitely a favorite con of mine. So thank you for tagging along with me. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for listening to me ramble at the very end here. I'm very good at it, so thank you for giving me a captive audience. I'm going to go work on something else now, like a review of that A-Wing. And until next time, may the Force be with each and every one of you, and I hope you all have a great day. For those of you that have hung out till the end here, let's fix that little paint drop on my Zoe autograph. So it fell over there. Now I like to use oil-based paint pens, and so the keyword there is oil. And I think I'm going to get good results by using a little bit of Goo Gone. It is a adhesive remover, but it breaks down oily things, and I am just going to use a Q-tip with a little dab on the Q-tip behind the camera. I'm just squeezing a little bit of that back in the bottle. Don't need to go too crazy on it. I only have one little drop, and I'm going to close up the Goo Gone. Good stuff, Goo Gone. It's made out of like citrus oil, and it actually has a very pleasant smell. But I'm just going to go right over that. We're not going to touch anything I want to keep, but that has been reduced to a smudge, which we're gonna wipe off with the clean side of the Q-tip. And now, of course, we do have that big ugly smudge there, but I'm bringing from off camera. This Q-tip has just a little bit of generic surface cleaner. I like to buy a cleaner with bleach from the Great Value aisle at Walmart. And it is just a surface cleaner. We'll use the dry side just to get any of that fluid off of there. And there we are. Nice and dry, and my little paint pen mishap has been removed, and it looks so much better for it. So it was kind of unfortunate that it was like boom right there kind of in the middle, but Gina worked with me and we made it look good.